느낌이죠. Album IAOT is still, I think, one of my favorite albums. But that the build up for that, and as you know, in DPR Live's 세계관, his universe, this was the start, his liftoff. So for me, it was the birth of Mido. For DPR Lives, is anybody out there? It was a liftoff process for him going off into this adventure to a different universe, into a different planet. 그리고 DPR Live 세계관에서는 이제 이 노래가 시작하게 되는 또 완전 그런 그 시발점이었죠. 약간 어떻게 보면 이제 막 시작이 되는 그래서 어마한 약간 감정이 들어간 출발이라고 해야 되나? 예, 그런 분위기였고, 제 거에는 또한 그만큼 이제 마이토가 태어나는 소리를 이제 표현을 한 거고, 둘 다 어쨌든 되게 어마한 뭔가 시작이 되는 약간 그런 분위기인 거죠. 뭐 어쨌든. So anyway, that was kind of what I want to talk about. I'm sorry, I got a little too into it. But later on, so Mido, you have the Mido universe, you have the DPR Live Galaxy universe. So you saw how Mido was born, and you saw the story where it was leading on to where this was going. It's still beyond, but is anybody out there still going to continue as well? The story of DPR Live is still going to continue with his next coming. So what I love about what we're doing is we're creating almost mini movie series. 되게 약간 좀 영화적인 콘셉트라고 해야 되나? 약간 좀 시리즈적인 거를 저희가 계속 뭔가 이어서, 사실 노래도 노래이지만 그 뭔가 이 아티스트의 캐릭터에 따라갈 수 있는, 뭔가 응원해줄 수 있는 스토리라인도 되게 중요하다고 생각을 해요. 마침 저희가 이제 마블 영화를 보면서 약간 느끼는 그 캐릭터한테 정이 드는 그런 약간 좀 컨셉처럼, 약간 좀 아티스트들한테도 약간 좀 그런 게 좀 있으면 되게 뭔가 재밌고, 뭔가 진짜 더 뭔가 호기심이 가고 뭔가 좀 궁금해지는 게 많아지지 않을까. 그 사람의 세계관을 어쨌든 보는 거잖아요. 그래서 I think it's very important that everyone has, a lot of the artists can be able to express their world, if you were to say. Can you tell us behind each character, which part was hardest? So someone asked me a question about what was the hardest part about making all these characters and which one was the hardest one to play. In general, I think all of them were very difficult, because all the characters that you see in the music video, I'm nothing like any of them. they're all characters that are a part of me, so technically they are me, but in terms of how these characters act, it's kind of like we all have different emotions, right? We all have different characters inside of us, but we're not fully completely them. Like we have different parts of that, right, in us. So that makes us one, right? That makes us who we are, and we have happiness, we fear, we can be sad, we can be overjoyful, we can be very curious, but we're not that but if you took that out and made that into a character, now that's where it gets tricky, because that character should embody the very emotion that has seeped out of you. And that's technically what I've tried doing for each of my music videos. So even me, when I watch it, it's very interesting, because I'm like, wow, I'm nothing like that, you know. So 나도 보면서 되게 신기한 게 되게 많아요. 왜냐면 진짜 실제로는 저 뮤비에 담겨 있는 제가 전혀 안 그러거든요. 진짜 너무 달라서 저도 보면서 되게 신기하다는 걸 느끼는데, 근데 그게 맞는 거죠. 왜냐면 사실 그 캐릭터들이 그냥 하나의 그 감정을 노리는 캐릭터들이기 때문에, 그 캐릭터들을 다 한꺼번에, 모든 캐릭터들이 이때까지 나온 캐릭터들이 합치면 이제 제가 되는 거고, 근데 이제 이렇게 하나씩 빼가지고 그 캐릭터만 몰입이 되는 게 되게 힘들었어요. 너무 힘들었고, 근데 재밌었어요. 그것도 어쨌든 다 저니까. 근데 그거를 이제 부각을 시켜가지고 그 캐릭터만 확 부각을 시키는 어쨌든 역할이었기 때문에, 와, 평소에는 그러지 않을 텐데 약간 이런 게 되게 막 거부감이 있었는데, 사실 근데 이게 어쨌든 이게 뭔가 어쨌든 어떻게 보면 연기고, 어쨌든 사람들한테 보여주기 위해서 약간 엄청 몰입을 했죠. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that was pretty much why let's get married. All right, I'm gonna go find the ring. But yeah, I kind of really wanted to emphasize the idea of what this story of this character was about. I wanted people to be curious about who this character was, who Maida was, where Maida was going to, and what made him become to that point. And at the same time, it's such a relatable story,